Hey, Kevin.
Hello, Rebecca.
Guess what we're not doing today?
Are we not doing a readathon?
Well, what we're actually doing here is a little update. I will be recording a readathon tomorrow. And the reason why is that we are in the middle of sort of a very contentious cross-examination by Bob Alessi of this witness, Dr. Welcher, from Aperture for the prosecution. He's a witness for the prosecution, and it's getting a little weird and ugly and detailed, and I don't want to tape a readathon about what we've seen today because I feel like it's kind of just getting going. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So Judson Welcher, controversial witness, and there's a lot there. So are you okay, Kevin, if I just do the readathon tomorrow and don't make you do it tonight?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Although, can I just ask one question?
Of course.
Do you think this witness's combative nature helps or hurts him in front of the jury?
Well, as you know, yesterday I said to you and to Mel that he was the first witness that I saw so far that made me worried that Karen Reed could get convicted because his presentation and the way he laid out the data, whatever you think of the data, whatever you think about their interpretation of it, the garbage in, garbage out nature of it, whatever, he's a very compelling witness and he told a good story. Today, that really changed because he's being cross-examined and he's being a little bit like Buchanan.
Yeah.
Pretending he didn't hear questions, pretending to not understand questions, giving long explanations like a teacher instead of answering basic questions. It's not playing great.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that the jury seems to be really engaged in this, and they are kind of ping-ponging back and forth. So they're paying attention. I just don't know if sort of quibbling about semantics in front of the jury endears you to them, because this just ends up taking so much longer.
That's right.
Because everybody understands what question you're being asked. Right. But you want to talk back over to somebody and say, no, that wasn't it. And I don't know if that benefits. I don't know if that benefits the prosecution.
Something else
or anybody.
Yeah,
really,
something else that's not benefiting the prosecution is that Hank Brennan is trying very hard, and there's going to be a voir dire about it, to keep out. Alessi wants to question this witness about Trooper Paul's earlier analysis, and he asked some questions about Dr. Rena Scorti-Bello's medical exam report. She's the medical examiner.
Right.
And so he's really delaying the proceeding by objecting, and having all these sidebars after Alessi asks, are you aware that the Commonwealth had a different opinion about timing, about whatever, before they hired you? And he's like, no, they're not allowed to know that. And if I were a juror, I'd be wondering, what don't I know? What don't I know? Because I don't think that you can overestimate the effect of something coming out of the can and not being able to put back in has on the jury. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, just from what we hear about the way this jury is engaged and what they are responding to, I almost wonder if a mistrial is a win for the prosecution at this point.
In this case, it would be. Their case is not going
And
well.
there's so many ways that they could accidentally cause a mistrial. Of course, you run the risk of sort of it being with prejudice and dismissing everything. I doubt that's what's going to happen. But if this time they want to take a mulligan and try with a whole different set of jurors and then come up with a whole third theory of the case.
Oh, my God.
Finally putting together all these disparate timelines that they keep, contradicting one another. It might be their only shot.
Kevin, do you know how much this witness is costing the taxpayers of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts?
I don't know, but I know it cost
$400,000.
How much of that is the Lexus that they bought to do these
So the
tests?
answer about the Lexus is that Aperture bought the Lexus. After this is over, they're going to resell the Lexus, and they'll only charge the Commonwealth for the difference. And this witness says, because I'm in California now, who knows? I might be able to sell it for more than I bought it for. That's literally what he said on the stand.
The guy's such an asshole.
He really, I have to say, yesterday I was very impressed by him as a witness. Today, less so. And it's not just because of the cross-examination. It's because I'm actually able to see him, which I did not do yesterday. And I will tell you, it does make a difference. And also, I have realized the absurdity of his demonstrations, like throwing himself in front of a car and letting the blue paint go on his arm while the car was going 1.5 miles per hour. So we will talk more about this tomorrow. I'll be taping with Mel. Maybe you can join us tomorrow if you have time. And we're going to talk when Alessi is either finished with his cross-examination tomorrow or when tomorrow is finished. It's only going to be a half day. we will record a longer analysis of all of this then. Is that all right?
Yeah, I've got a doubleheader. I'm definitely not going to be here for the readathon, but I will listen to it on my ride home.
And one more thing I want to mention, because I extended my trip to Florida by an extra day this past weekend, we did not record our episode about the curious case of the missing ring footage that you really want to do.
I really want to get into it.
So let's do that sometime the next couple of days.
Okay, great.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Sorry there's no long readathon today, but I think you'll enjoy the one we have tomorrow.
Partners in Crime Media.